here with my Jazzmaster. This is an Acoustasonic Jazzmaster from Fender, and it's a hybrid. It is an acoustic guitar. It's also an electric guitar. Whatever you want it to be, you can adjust it with these little controls down here, the switch. Right now I have it set up for an acoustic guitar. It's set for a small body, and I think I have it set for a small body with a mahogany back and sides. To be honest with you, sometimes I can't tell the difference when I'm listening to it, but I like what it sounded like, so that's why I set it. So I don't have it going through any pedals or anything. I'm just going from this transmitter here wirelessly to the Bose, and so it's just the guitar that you're hearing. So today what I wanted to do was I want to talk about the B flat 13 chord. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do it. These are kind of advanced chords. That doesn't mean you can't do it. You just got to work at it, okay? But I'm going to try to simplify it as much as possible. I might have to repeat myself a few times because sometimes when I'm trying to explain it, it gets a little bit, I just don't want it to get jumbled on you. But so let me just try it, see what I come out with to share this with you. And if you can get it, it applies to a lot of different things that you play, and would be a lot of fun to play around with as well. So let's just get started, and we're going to start first with the B flat 13 chord. That chord looks like this. Okay, and I'm going to put the chord chart up here. Now, when I was showing you that little progression that I was playing, I didn't just play that chord. I kind of built into it, okay? So it made it a little bit easier than just laying my fingers down and pulling the chord, okay? So, and it also, I thought, sounded pretty good. So you're going to start out by barring, you know, the 6th fret, and then you're going to hammer on with your middle finger and your ring finger, that formation that you see on the chord there. Instead of laying it down all together like this, hammer just those 2 fingers on. Do you see that? And then you're going to pick up. You're going to pick up the pinky finger with that. So let me try it again. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit closer here. See that? Did you see what I did? And then I played it. Okay. Then I put the pinky down. And then I played the high note. That's the A sharp, right? Okay, so that chord that I'm just playing around with and playing around is the B flat 13. Okay, so that's the chord. And so it's, okay, so practice just that for a little while. Just sit there, start slow. Now you notice my thumb, where it's at, it's behind. Don't try to do your thumb up here while you're doing this, or you won't be able to make that barring at all. It just won't work. Okay, so you got to put your thumb behind everything, and then when you put your finger down, you want it to be as close to this fret. You don't want your finger flat. You want kind of the edge of it. You notice how I got that? It's not like this. It's like this. Okay, it's sort of rolled in there. So that, you know, so that I can manage it really, because if I tried to do that with my fingers flat, it would mute it, be awkward. You got to kind of get this edge of your finger, okay? So let's try that again. There it is, okay? That is the B flat 13, except I'm kind of playing around it, okay, to get the little song that I'm doing in the progression. Okay. So that one's going to take a little practice, but, you know, stay there for a while and work on it and come back to it and get the next one. But here's the next chord, okay? So the next chord is called the F F12, or excuse me, the F13, okay? And so that one is basically, I'm going to put the chord chart up there. Your pointer finger's at the 7th fret, and it's on the 4th string, okay? I'm counting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4th string, okay? And then I'm going to take my middle finger, put it on the 8th fret, 5th string, and then I'm going to take my ring finger, and I'm going to put it on the 3rd string, and it is also on the 8th fret, okay? So there we got this. Now, you don't play the low E here. That thing's out of the question. Leave it alone. You're just going to take your thumb and you're going to play those three notes, and you're going to take these out of position. I always tell everybody, these belong to the 1, 2, and 3 string. The thumb takes the 4, 5, and 6 string. Well, this is a case where you're gonna break that rule, and you're just going to take your thumb, play the 5th string, and then your pointer finger is going to play the 4th string, and then your middle finger is going to play the 3rd string, and then these 2 fingers are just going to pick up. Now that's a tough one right there, because you got to take your pinky finger and you're going to cover at the 10th fret. You're going to cover 2 strings 1 and 2. There it is right there. See that? So that's a stretch. If you have a guitar that has a short scale, practice it on that one. Don't try doing it on a full scale, because you could hurt your fingers, okay? So, and once again, notice that I'm curved. To get this, I have to curve my wrist back, and I have to keep my thumb behind everything. I don't always keep my thumb behind when I'm playing, because obviously sometimes I use my thumb to even play the notes. But in this case, it does have to be behind. See that? And when you approach that chord, this F13, play these 3 first, and then as you're playing, and lay that down. So don't try to lay them down all at once and then do this. Lay this down, start playing it, and then as you're playing, grab that 10th fret, okay? All right. So that is the F13, okay? So far we have, hear that? Okay. Those are tough. I know it. I know they're really tough. And I hope I'm making it easy by the way I'm explaining it. Send me a note if it's not quite clear, and I'll try to explain it again. But what you don't want to do, you could do this, but you don't want to, you're not playing the chord, but you could. What you're doing is you're laying it down in sections. Hammer on. Okay, now this formation is going to slide all the way up to the 12th fret. And believe it or not, that chord is, once again, the B flat 13. Okay, this is B flat 13. And this is B flat 13. Okay, so it's in a couple, there's actually one other, but we're not going to go there. It's up here. That one I actually have a hard time forming. I don't know why you'd think it would be the easiest, but I find these to be easier. Okay, so that's what we have so far. And once again, do these chords in sections. And you're using your thumb, first finger, middle finger, then these 2 fingers to pick up those 2 high notes, okay? So let's go back and hit it again. Okay, the worst part's over. Unless you don't know how to form an F chord, because that's where we're going to go next. We're going to use the form of the F chord, but except we're going to do it at the 11th fret. Okay? And then we're going to move that same formation, F, down to the 6th fret, down to the, play the F actually, and then back to B flat 13. Okay? All right, so that's it. How was that? That was tough, huh? Okay, so I'm not sure you were able to see my fingers, so I'm going to try to get close again. I'm just going to go through it one more time. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, all right. So that's that with the Fender Acoustasonic. Now, I'm going to show you one other thing, and I'm going to turn this off and go get it. But I want to play another hybrid, the same little thing, and let you hear this particular hybrid. Hold on one second. Okay, so here we have it. This is an Emerald. This is a carbon fiber guitar. And what's really neat about this instrument is it has two really neat pickups in it, okay? It has a humbucker here, and it has, they call it a ghost. Here, this has got like 6 crystals under here. And so, you know, so it acts as a piezo. But also you can adjust each one of these string heights, you know, with just a hex tool. And yeah, so it's really a neat little guitar. Got the sound hole right here. There it is, okay? Now, this is not a real good guitar to show somebody how to do something on, simply because the markers aren't there. And this is a carbon fiber fingerboard. It's not ebony, even though it looks like it. And that light just glares on it. So it's just not the best to show. But I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. I got Hazel back over there. She showed up again. She decided she wanted to join us. And this time I took the pillow out so she wouldn't have a problem. But listen to this guitar. Okay, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I can control the difference between the humbucker and the piezo. What'd you think? That's pretty neat, huh? I love this guitar. And it's really neat. I use this all the time in church, simply because it's just like faultless. You can plug it in and it just works. And it's just doesn't need a whole lot of messing around with the knobs and getting it just right. It's just real clean sound. All right. Well, there we go. Well, I hope you have a great day out there, wherever you are in this world. And I hope I didn't confuse you today. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks. I appreciate it. All right. Have a great day or night.